Hi, Kais here. Do you fancy a personalized leather bag? Today, I'm gonna show you how to make it. I would like to make a personalized leather bag for my mom because my mom loves bag. I mean, who doesn't? And this one will be probably the most unique one she ever received because I make this one for her. And do you want to make the same leather bag for your mom? Just follow me. And here's the things what we need for today. We got M1, we got cutting mats, point blade, and keychain, and clasp, and pliers, a screwdriver, and 2 pieces leathers with different colors, and laptop. Firstly, let me put this pink cutting mat on the base plate to hold your materials from moving. Because this pink cutting mat has stronger viscosity, which is gonna stick the thicker materials, just like the leather we use today. So just peel off the covers on both sides before you put it in. So just make sure the top side is against the edge of the base plate, and the left side is aligned with the white line. And next, let's put the leather onto the mat. As you can see, there's 2 sides. So one side is quite smoothly, the other side is a little bit rough. So pay attention to the smoothie side facing up to you, because this is the side where we're gonna engrave. Just place this leather, align with this white line here, and make it flat. Otherwise, if some part of the leather is warped, that can affect the focus length, and the cutting and engraving result will be different. It's almost straight on. There you go. Okay, now let's install the blade head. Just take out the blade module, and we need 45-degree blade, the point blade. Firstly, press the tail end of the blade module and put the point blade in. And then hold the front end and rotate the tail end to adjust the length of the blade exposed, until only the tip of the blade is exposed. And next, feed the blade module back to the laser module. Now turn on the power switch and connect to your laptop. And let's move over to the software. Okay, click the XCS software. Yeah, this is our new version. And firstly, click Projects. You can always find your favorite projects here. And all the parameters are sorted out for you, so you can just click them and use them. It's all for free. Let's choose the leather bag. Click Start Project. And then connect your machine. M1 is already connected here. And refresh it, then you can have a live preview on the surface. As you can see, there's 4 sheets down there, and letter A for engraving, letter A for blade cutting, and different pattern, different outlines, and the letter B for engraving, and letter B for blade cutting, because we have 2 pieces of leather. And each of them has 2 processes, engraving and cutting. And then go to this area to choose laser flat and drag your pattern, make sure it's in the middle. And just try your best to cover the leather as big as you want, but don't beyond the edge of the leather. Otherwise, the laser head will be probably melting the cutting mat. And here, always remember to click this icon, then you can resize your pattern in proportion. Alright, let's go to this area, choose user-defined materials. So that means you can flexibly change all the parameters as you want. And then hit the auto measure, seems good, 1.2 millimeters. And height raised, we didn't put any prism, so no. And engrave, and the power is 85%. We already set up here, and different leather could have different parameters, so just try to set up different numbers and find out the best result for you. And if you want to engrave a little bit deeper, just increase the power a little bit. And the lines per centimeters is 140, is already set up, so everything seems alright. And then complete the process, and then hit the start. Okay, next step, push the button here and then the machine will take off the rest of them. Okay, the first leather engraving is done. Let's check it out. Okay, it's quite pretty. Yeah, look at the color differences. So now we're gonna do the second process, the cutting process, and we're gonna use the blade cutting rather than the laser cutting. Why? The reason is the laser head will burn the leather, and the leather will be warped during the process. So the blade head is better. And the other thing I like to emphasize is that you have to flip over this leather when you cut through it, because the smoothest side is better to be adhesive with the cutting mat and gonna make this material more stable. Then when you cut them, they're not moving. Okay. Remember, just flip over and make it flat. Okay, let's go back to the software. And we click here, the letter A for blade cutting. Yeah, and refresh it and choose the blade cut. And select them all and drag the pattern in the middle. There you go. And there's something I like to mention about. Did you see this area, this square? So this is where the clasp is. So because we bought a clasp before, and this is exactly the same size as the one we bought, but for you probably need to delete this one and maybe change another one, or you just leave it, and when you finish cutting, you just use a scissor to manually cut the shape as the clasp you bought for yourself. Okay, and then let's go back to this area. Let's choose the PU leather. So this is different from the previous one. It's PU leather option, and then choose the xTool selected reference, and all the parameters are set up. But if you find out that your leather is not cut through, just change to user defined parameters, then increase the cut pressure a little bit and cut it again, then we'll be fine. So everything is ready. Let's click the process and hit the start. Yeah, and then the same story. Push the button. The first leather cutting is done as well. Okay, let's take a look. Open the lid. Just be careful. Yeah, look at this. And you can see the shape here. Just remove the negative space. A few seconds. It's very easy to remove, but still have to be patient. Alright, so this is exactly what I expected before. And you can see this is the shape. But just one piece of leather is not enough to make a bag. So we need to engrave and cut another piece of leather and assemble them together into a bag. Let's grab another piece of leather. So this yellow one. So the production process is exactly the same as the first one, engraving and cutting, but with different parameters. And this is something I like to emphasize. Let's go back to the software. So just click the letter B engraving and refresh it. Yeah, the same story, put them in the middle and engrave them. And for the second one, for the blade cutting, refresh it. Remember, when you do this process, just flip over the leather and make it more stable, the same as the first leather cutting. Also, this area, did you see these two guys here? So this is the same size as our buckle as well. But for you, you need to change it because your buckle, your clasp maybe is different from mine. The second leather is finished. Let's take it out. Open the lid. Okay. It's quite pretty. Yeah, see? Still the color differences, and remove the negative space. Just slowly. There you go. And it's time to assemble these two pieces together to make a leather bag. Dun 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 dun. Alright, look at these two leathers. We're gonna put this way and nest them together. Then they can hold each other. Okay, it's very easy. Just put this one inside. Just be careful. You don't want to break them, do you? Yeah, the first one is done. You see? Okay, let's assemble this clasp or buckle and this chain with this leather bag. Alright, the DIY leather bag is done. It's in my hands. I kind of want to keep it for myself now. But I guess my mom will be really happy about it. And you can always use our M1 machine to make some leather bag like this, or belts, or purse for the people you love. Anyway, so subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us likes, and give us comments, and see you next time.